Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, the bishops, the elders, the great millstone. Shalom, mercy, and safety to all of the Akim on the highways and byways, preaching the word in sincerity and in truth, and a healthy shalom to the elect. My name is Rawai, and I'm back with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, is informing, edifying. All right, as you see on the screen, this is from the White House website, whitehouse.gov. Seen this a couple weeks ago, and I think it's extremely necessary through the Spirit to report on it through the Spirit. All right. This is an executive order that President Trump has put into play. Like many, I think he's put in over 500 executive orders, I think. So we'll, don't want to just cap that number, but he's just been signing shit, just signing things into, trying to make things happen on a really totalitarian, if that's the word, dictatorship type level, right? This says strengthening and unleashing America's law enforcement to pursue criminals and protect innocent citizens. Now, we know Trump is heavy-handed when it comes to the law. He's been preaching that, speaking that, and that's why a lot of people voted for him, because, he pushes the safety aspect, and people want to feel safe. People want to feel safe in the world, all right? Especially these punk-ass Edomites. All right, and I get it, whatever, right? But it says you got to pay attention to the wording, because this wording is very eye-catching. All right, it says strengthening and unleashing America's law enforcement. So when you unleash something, it's like you let loose, you let it do what it do. You unleash your dog. You got a dog, for example, you got a pit bull, Rottweiler, or whatever. And you unleash it, it's gonna cause mayhem. It's going to tear shit up, right? Strengthening and unleashing America's law enforcement. If that right there don't tell you something, all right, got to pay attention to detail. We got to pay attention to wording, all right, to pursue criminals and protect innocent citizens. So, again, we do know Trump has been speaking of giving law enforcement full immunity, okay? That's something that he's been speaking about. He wants he wants it to be where officers can pretty much get away with anything, right? While they're pursuing criminals. That's Trump's idea, right? He's mad at the fact that, there's all of these leaders, and we're going to read a little bit, that there's leaders and things in place that holds officers accountable. He don't like that shit, because Trump is a devil, man. Don't get it fucked up. You see him out here pardoning people and pardoning Jake, giving Jake pardons and shit. Man, don't get caught up in that. He's a devil, man. And he don't like you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, not one bit. So don't be under the idea or the perception that he does. All right? Because he doesn't. Right? He'll do little things and rock Jake to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Jake think that, yeah, Trump is with us. Trump ain't with you. And I know a lot of Jakes too, who, be on that time. Man, all right, we're going to see. We're going to see real soon. But anyway, read this again. It's from whitehouse.gov. An executive order signed by Trump on April 28th, 2025. The plan is to strengthen and unleash America's law enforcement, okay? Let's read a little bit, and then we're going to get to the scriptures, man. All right? And Jake need to wake the fuck up, man. Seriously, man, because things are about to get wild out here in the streets of America. Okay? It says Section 1, Purpose and Policy. I'm going to read a little bit of this. Safe communities rely on the backbone of heroism and a tough and well-equipped police force. Yeah, pay attention to words, man. These devils are crafty. All right. My administration is steadfastly committed to empowering state and local law enforcement to firmly police dangerous criminal behavior and protect innocent citizens. Okay? Firmly police. Okay? With vigor. Okay? Unleashing. You see what it says? Right? When local leaders, here's one of the kickers. When local leaders demonize law enforcement and impose legal and political handcuffs that make aggressively enforcing the law impossible, crime thrives and innocent citizens and small business owners suffer. That's probably the meat and potatoes of this executive order, okay? Because Trump is not happy of the systems in place that allow local leaders, okay, that are in government, okay, to demonize law enforcement, right? When they do shit, he basically talking about when they killed Jake. He ain't happy at the Black Lives Matter and things like that. We don't give a fuck about Black Lives Matter anyway, but those things that are in place that holds officers accountable, he's not happy about that. And he's not, because he removed all the Black Lives Matter stuff from out of there. Got all the statues out of here, got all of the paint, the murals, they out of there. Right? They out of there. Right? So he clearly in this executive order, he's speaking about that. He's speaking about the local leaders in government in the the other local leaders who have voices, that demonize law enforcement when they choke out a Eric Gardner or a George Floyd, or they kill a Mike Brown. And all of this noise comes from the black community. He's not with that shit, right? He's trying to turn that around. It says when local leaders demonize law enforcement and impose legal and political handcuffs that make aggressively enforcing the law impossible. So Trump wants to aggressively enforce the law. All right? He don't want these systems in place where it holds officers accountable. He wants to let officers go rogue and do what they want. Okay? For the sake of pursuing criminals. All right? It says aggressively enforcing the law impossible. So the local leaders, he's basically saying, is making the police jobs harder to do, the law enforcement's job harder to do. It says crime thrives and innocent citizens and small business owners suffer. My administration will therefore establish best practices at the state and local level for cities to unleash high impact local police forces. So this sounds like a whole nother level of police. All right? High impact local police forces, man. So that's it. You could read the rest, man. You could go here and read the rest. It's online, whitehouse.gov. But the point is the point. Okay? DJ Trump is on absolute bullshit when it comes to law enforcement and their power. He's trying to give them full immunity. He wants them to do whatever they got to do to so-called pursue criminals. And who is the focus? Okay? Who's the focus of an executive order like this? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? You are the focus. All right? It's you. All right? You niggas and spicks out here doing the bullshit. All right? But ultimately, even so-called innocent people gonna get caught up in this, right? So it's high time for Jake to wake the fuck up, man. Let me get that real quick. All right? High time for Jake to wake up, man. All right? See what the hell is happening. You gotta say to yourself, man, like, Jake mind's be in the wrong space. Jake be worried about the wrong shit. Because ultimately, and we feel and we know a lot of these aggressive executive orders, okay, when it comes to policing, when it comes to healthcare and disease outbreaks, when they're gonna mandate things and have people tracked that have diseases, and these are aggressive policies that are coming into play. Okay? And that just means they coming for Jake. They coming for the so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Ultimately, they're trying to subdue everyone. They're trying to just get full control and subdue everybody. Let me read this real quick. This is Romans 13. Let me see where I want to start. Yep, this is Romans 13 and 11. It says, in that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. Okay? So now it's high time to wake out of sleep. Jake has to wake up. Okay? Jake is in a docile, punk-ass, punktified spirit and mindset. Okay? Happy-go-lucky, a folly spirit. All right? Jake has to wake up, man. Okay? Because shit is about to get wild out here. All right? And Jake ain't paying attention to nothing but what they got in front of him. Okay? Let me get this real quick. Because this is all Trump is doing anyway. Let me get Jake out here sleep, man. Wow, you got big executive orders being signed, all kind of wild shit happening. Jake focused on dumb shit. All right? This is Isaiah 10 and 1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. This is an unrighteous decree. Okay? This is one of many. So like I said, Trump's a devil, and woe unto Trump. Woe unto these politicians. Woe unto these Republicans. Woe unto these Democrats. Woe unto anybody who believes in the system and who thinks with these unrighteous decrees, these unbalanced laws, okay, that they're pushing, that they're going to prosper, because they're not. All right? They're not going to prosper. Okay? So let's read this again. Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay? So, hey, man. Jake got to wake up, man. These are the times that we're in. This is April 28th, 2025. This is 1 month ago. All right? And there's many. I mean, you could go through whitehouse.gov and see all kind of bullshit, all kind of unrighteous decrees that Trump is trying to push forth. All right? But at the end of the day, you know, it's the Lord. It's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Let me go here. Let's go here real quick. All right? Wake up, Jake. Shit is getting wild out here. All right? Shit is going to get wild. And Jake going to get caught sleeping. All right? Jake going to get caught sleeping. This is 2nd Ezra 16. And let's see, I'll start with verse 70. 2nd Ezra 16 and 70. And it reads, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Okay? So we do know ultimately, okay, the purpose is and will be to subdue mentally, physically, the men of the Lord. Those of us who are praising and worshiping Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, the true power. because that's what they truly fear. They don't fear niggas rising up. Niggas is too stupid. They'll give Jake money and Jake will sit right back down. So they got Jake in a trick bag, and they got Jake in the palm of their hand. All right. This is ultimately geared towards, okay, the believers who fear the true power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, verse 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Okay? So you see this executive order, they might as well, the scriptures is explaining clearly what it says in this executive order, what I just read. Trump's trying to give them the power to be like madmen, sparing none. And again, ultimately, this is for the men of the Lord, meaning that these unrighteous decrees are set towards the believers, but many people are going to perish because of these unrighteous decrees. They're going to be slaughtering Jake out here. Okay? And the Lord is going to, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to protect his elect. Right? But we know what the plan is. All right? We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We're not ignorant of his bullshit. Okay? Not one bit. Verse 71 again, 2nd Ezra. It says, 2nd Ezra 16-71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, man. Killing everything moving. Okay? But still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Okay? Unleashing, strengthening and unleashing law enforcement, man. Wake up, Jake. We in those times. This ain't 5 years ago. This ain't 10 years ago. All right. Let me get this real quick. Jake better wake up, man. Zephaniah 1:14. And it reads, the great day of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is near. It is near. And hasteth greatly. All right. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. Okay. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. Okay. All the tough guys, all the people who think they got some type of power, okay, who hold some type of weight in this society, in any facet. Okay, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. Okay? This is what we're reading. Okay? These executive orders are going to usher in what's written. All right? And vice versa. All right? Because what's written is going to usher in what we see. All right? Okay? It says, that day is a day of wrath. All right? A day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation. Okay? A day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Okay? Jake got to wake up, man. We are in some very, very serious times, and we are close to the levee breaking. The levee is going to break. Okay? The levee's going to break. All right? And I just received an email real quick. Hold on, Salaki. I know we've been seeing some things about this, the new C19 strain. Okay? It says really quick, I want to go off topic, but a new C19 strain has landed in New York, and we're reading about this. Brothers have been bringing it out, all right, the past few days. And I just got this email. It has landed in New York. All right? So we coming into shit is about to get real, man. I just spoke a second ago about how these unrighteous decrees, these executive orders that they're putting in place, okay? To track people who get diseases and who get the jabs and who didn't get them, and all types of traps. Okay? And tracking, that's coming. All right? So the day of the Lord is we're close, man. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near. How do we know? We measure the times, man. All right? Shit is about to get wild out here, man. All right? And ultimately we know the time that's approaching, and I'm going to get it and close out, Lord willing. All right? It's Matthew 24 and 21. Let's bring it out, because we have to explain to the best of our ability exactly, okay, what's happening. It says, Matthew 24 and 21, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not seen since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. All right? And when you look at these executive orders, it's setting up, okay, this type of time that the scriptures are talking about. Okay? Great tribulation such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. These unrighteous decrees are setting that time up. Verse 22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is bringing this thing to a close. Because if not, this devil is going to destroy himself. But ultimately, that's what he's going to do. But the Lord doing it. Okay? And we're going to close out here. Okay? Because we want to bring clarity to the time that I'm speaking about. The time that's prophesied in the scriptures. Okay? I'll close out here, Jeremiah 30 and 7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Who shall be saved out of it? The elect. All right? Millions upon millions, I would say billions of people are going to die soon, man. We are watching the setup. We are watching it happen. Okay? Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. So we are upon the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay? These unrighteous decrees, Trump unleashing law enforcement. Talking about high-powered police forces. Pestilences making their way back. Lockdowns. Okay? Martial law. Shoot on sight. Okay? Billions of people dropping dead from these pestilences. Millions being slaughtered. This is the times that we're in. Wake the fuck up, man. Or not. Call hello Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kakwadash. Double honor say our apostles, bishops, elders, a great millstone. If you get anything from this lesson, please know and understand the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. The name of his only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the next one.